Did y'all know that the majority of rapes are committed by friends, family members, and acquaintances? Now, apparently, it's not the stranger in the dark alley a woman has to fear as much as she has to fear the smiling faces around her. That's the conversation stopper, isn't it? Well, my name is Officer Friendly, and before y'all say something smart, that is my real name. Now, everywhere I go, there's always someone in the audience with a story. Now, it's the same story every audience. He or she will say, "Excuse me, sir, but I know a guy whose life was ruined when he was falsely accused of rape by a woman wanting to get revenge." All right, well, first, let's debunk the myth that millions of wrongfully accused rapists walk the streets. And we will just start with the fact that there is no statistical difference between falsely reported rapes and falsely reported crimes in general. Only 2% of rapes are found to be falsely reported. More often than not, rapes go unreported. Now, why would a rape go unreported? That's a good question. Well, unfortunately, there's all kinds of reasons. Remember I just told you that the majority of rapes are committed by friends, family members, and acquaintances? And then there's always going to be those that think she must have asked for it. Now, we all know no one is ever asking to be raped, and blaming the victim isn't a very helpful strategy. Now, as far as falsely claiming rape to get some sort of revenge, I mean, there are much more expedient ways of seeking revenge in a court of law, which I'll decline to go into in the interest of promoting nonviolence. Fall sports in this school include sex, drugs, alcohol, and seeing how many first years you can score before the playoffs. So far, the season's off to a good start. The Virgin Larry's become remarkably smooth. I set up the approach. I dodge the defense. I anticipate the side escape and touchdown, 3 points, home run, score! Oh, come on, don't look at me that way, because that's how you tell the story if anybody wants to know. And they always do. A buddy of mine, right? He's probably my best friend, Tom. Tom the Terminator, he's called. He's team captain. He's unstoppable on the court. One time he got in some trouble, right? This girl said that he raped her. So I asked him. I said, "Tom, tell it to me straight." He was hurt. He couldn't believe I was going to take what this girl said over him. Hey, if he says he didn't do it, he didn't do it, okay? He's my boy. The girl was sorry she ever brought it up. Then a couple weeks ago, Tom said that he had a video for some of the basketball team to watch after practice. He's trying to get into YouTube's 5 Million Club, so he's always bringing in new stuff, but this time he's got a home movie, he calls it. Well, a few minutes into watching it, it's clear this girl, she ain't got no idea that she's on candid camera. You know, much less she was going to be on display for some of the basketball team's play-by-play review. She also wasn't that willing either. I mean, she said stop, like a few times. But Tom, you know, unstoppable, Tom the Terminator, had selective hearing that night. You know, and this was bad, right? This was like a room full of animals screaming for more, wishing they could have had a turn. You know, go Tom, you're the man, you're the... Yeah, Tom, you're the man. Anyway, a couple days later, that girl found out that she missed the private screening. But see, I'd already forgotten about that girl from before, so... I'm wondering back then, I was just believing who I wanted to believe, you know? Now, you think if someone's been raped, they'd know it, right? Sadly, it's not so simple as it sounds. Oftentimes, rapes are unrecognized by the victim as rape because of alcohol or drug use, or because they've been raped by someone that they've previously been intimate with. Frankly, there's no mention in the U.S. Constitution of the right for someone to have sex with someone else who's unwilling, even if they are married or dating. You know, people usually want to know why I do this. Right? I mean, what kind of idiot in their right mind would stand up in front of crowds of young adults and start dishing up facts and statistics about sexual assault? Well, the People magazine or the reality TV mentality would have me tell you that that my sister was raped and killed. And because of that, I made it my mission to go out and spread the word. Or it could be that there's some young transgendered person here in this school who's been harassed by some hateful, narrow-minded gang, and I'm coming to the legal rescue. Or it could be that the local police department was tipped off about a certain someone who's been dropping date rape drugs at parties. Now, some of that, all of that, or none of that could be why I do this. But not one of us, now myself included, have to wait for the excuse of something terrible happening before we just act like we care. Now, if this was your mother, your brother, your sister, your friend, you'd want justice to the fullest extent of the law. Now, if it ever is you, please get the help you need. Now, do it for yourself and do it so there won't be that next victim.